Greetings and welcome to PMQ Throwdown. My name's Peter.
And I'm Ted.
And we're going to be casting the latest PMQ matchup.
Looks like things are getting started here. Blues versus Reds. We're about to hear the first question. Let's hope it's a cracker.
Question number 1, Mr. Speaker.
Well, it's going to be tough to follow that.
Bold and to the point.
Let's see how May responds.
In paying tribute to Baroness Trumpington, who sadly passed away yesterday.
Theresa May demonstrating there that she cares about dead people.
I'm not really sure about this strategy. It's quite easily countered. Risky early game.
Well, I wouldn't underestimate the Blues yet.
Mr. Speaker, this morning I had meetings with ministerial colleagues and others.
Here, Theresa May talking about having had meetings. Not sure the point of this.
Yes, she sure knows how to get a crowd going.
Mr. Speaker, I echo the Prime Minister's words about Baroness Trumpington.
Oh, and there's the counter. Oh, you called it.
Corbyn here using his opponent's momentum against them.
Momentum. Something of a specialty amongst Labour.
Lords with her physical symbols. And also her wit on Have I Got News For You.
Have I got news for you? Good, casual layman reference.
Yes, a classic play from Corbyn, and I'm glad to see him going with a current reference too. That's a step up from the recent embarrassment that was associating May's endorsement of fracking as being, and I quote, hair, chemical romance.
Oh, you could say that reference was almost his famous last words.
Of healthcare for all as a human right.
Corbyn mentioning the NHS, playing it safe.
It's always good for Corbyn to drop that early as it mitigates some of the socialist debuffs that the Blues are so fond of.
Mitigates most of the negative impacts. Can the Prime Minister tell us which of the negative impacts it does not mitigate?
Good question, good delivery.
Yes, you can tell he's been practicing his timing.
I'm sure that the whole House will wish to pass our condolences as well to the family and friends of Harry Leslie.
Oh, that was not a good trade.
Pretty bleak retaliation there, putting May on the caring about dead people back foot, letting Corbyn control the game.
Indeed.
Our deal is the best deal available for jobs and our economy.
You'll notice May's face cast in a subtle shadow.
Yes, especially around her eyes.
Not doing her natural Sith Lord demeanour any
Show
favours.
that we'll be poorer in the future than we are today. No, it doesn't. It shows.
Oh, neither does that grin.
God, that doesn't get easier to bear.
Make us poorer. What would have an impact on our economy for the future would be the policies of the Right Honourable Gentleman.
Stop
More borrowing,
smiling.
higher taxes, fewer jobs. The biggest risk to our
Interesting.
economy is the Right Honourable Gentleman and his shadow chancellor.
Yeah, not a bad finish there from May, using fear.
Now, that move does have a big cooldown, as you don't want to alienate the populace too much.
It does leave a vacuum for wanting a sense of hope. Let's see if Corbyn can take advantage of this.
Well, I mean to say, it's not hard to be the best deal if it's the only deal. By definition, therefore, Mr. Speaker, by definition, it's also the worst deal.
Corbyn there catching May on a technicality.
Yes, May should be more careful with her phrasing. Then again, there are only so many ways to say, oh God, we've f***ed it up. It's all f***ed now, but we're not to blame.
Worse off. Does the Prime Minister agree? He doesn't appear to be here this morning to be consulted.
Corbyn referencing the recent roster changes in the blue team.
A bit of a low blow, if you ask me.
Is the best deal for our jobs and our economy, which delivers on the results of the referendum.
You know, for all that her smirking makes me want to throw up my lunch, Theresa May's elegant hand gesturing makes me feel as confident in what she's saying as she looks when she's saying it.
Yes, indeed. At times she invokes the image of a conductor leading an orchestra, or perhaps an officer pointing her soldiers into battle.
I only wish she'd show her hands more often.
Law enforcement and criminal justice.
It seems like May is setting up for something here.
Oh, this could be big.
But can she land her attack?
And what does Labour have to offer?
Almost.
6 bullet points. My weekend shopping list is longer than that.
She did it! Theresa May doing what none of us thought she could, finishing Corbyn with a fantastic shopping list play.
I can't believe.
Oh my God! Oh my stars!
I just can't believe it. The energy coming from the Blues right now is absolutely phenomenal.
In poverty.
Corbyn is going to have to do a lot better than talk about facts on poverty to come back from that.
Truly a devastating blow dealt to the Reds.
Described her Brexit deal
Corbyn scrambling
as the
for a
worst
foothold.
of all worlds.
Order. Mr. Morris.
calm yourself.
The King of England here, stepping in to scold one of his subjects. Obviously, the Blues are getting a little bit carried away with themselves, but how could they not after such an unbelievable display by Theresa May?
Mr. Speaker, all the Prime Minister can commit to
Oh
is
boy, he
we'll
must be nervous
working
right
for
now.
frictionless trade. She's gone from guaranteeing frictionless trade to offering friction and less trade.
What does that even mean?
Corbyn's pun failing to land, but at least he knows when to quit.
May is hot on his
Last
heels.
December we did. They said we wouldn't get an implementation period. We did. They said we wouldn't agree a withdrawal agreement or political declaration. We did.
A solid rule of three there.
To work in the national interest, and that's what this government
A
has.
solid soundbite. You can tell that she's been saving that for an opportune moment. However, at this point, it just seems like overkill.
Not back this plan. So isn't it time for her to accept
Corbyn's
that
head
reality
bowed beneath the
and
pressure.
make way for an alternative plan that can work for the whole country?
Unfortunately for Corbyn, his alternative isn't sounding very appealing right now, being a full 7 points behind the Blues.
Behind Labour's approach. Last night,
May sinking her fangs in to finish Corbyn off.
that he wanted to seize upon a second referendum and
What a fantastic match to get the season started. Go into the Blues.
Indeed, we'll see you next time on Political Throwdown.
that would be a betrayal of the many by the few.